Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, this is the National Football League.
Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go from Soldier Field. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. First play, here's Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Vikings need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. Matt Ryan, the longtime Falcon, a veteran who's been in the league since '08, ready to guide this Atlanta offense. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Robinson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Here's Ryan to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. They'll run with a former Viking, Cordero Patterson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's Ryan. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Cousins on 1st down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you give that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. To the air again, it's Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And he is in to make it 16-0. Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Ryan's throw caught by Bird here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Ryan.
And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw taken in by Edwards. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Play action, Ryan.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off, and the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 11.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. The 30, 10, touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 94 yards.
And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
On the move to his left. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's got some space here. 20, 10, touchdown Falcons. Bryan Edwards, 65 yards. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will cut the lead down to 15. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for 2. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion, and sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Ryan got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Ryan. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he'll be out of bounds but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Ryan. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. Ryan. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Ryan. Going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
But that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll buy some time right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 2nd and goal, Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins as the first half is winding down.
And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A happy...
Sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense. Yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
And the Vikings take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Robinson on a give right side.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It was Daniil Hunter to make the play in the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
3rd and long, it's Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. Now it's Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 3rd down, Ryan.
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here?
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. He goes 91 yards on the kick return. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Ryan will throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. And he'll complete this one to Patterson.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
The Falcons send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Here comes K.J. Osborne out of his end zone. That looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return.
And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. They'll try and throw for it.
And the Vikings add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. 3rd and 2, now Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So the Vikings bringing the offense back onto the field. They'll go for 2 here.
Cook, they'll try and run it.
And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Now Osborne to return it.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
One last shot for Ryan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will get the ball back and be touchdown. And with that, this game is over.
That is